So, hello everyone. Um, Today I will be making something nobody asked for, but I'm doing it anyway because I don't care. So, as you might have seen, I have like two Monster Master videos, and they don't have audio because I'm dumb. But anyway, um, so I just wanted to make a tier list because I have been playing a lot, and I think I know enough to make a tier list. So here we go. We're gonna start with what I think is probably the worst mon in the game right now, Biumi. It's only good for buffing up the next mon, which it can be devastating. But, like, if there's a damage source big enough, or there's a dodger, its whole effect just kinda dies along with it. So, it's not really useful. I don't know how you would change it though. Maybe make the buff different, or make it just fucking better. Then next we have Trip Tower. It can be good against certain matchups like Geoceon or Lundra, but in those matchups it loses so much health, it's basically used for one mon. And if it runs across a mon with Fury, like Furrow for example, it's gonna get destroyed. Except if you're great with Sleep Powder, but that's another story. Cryptorb. It can be good if you get Meditate set up, but if you encounter a mon with Jump and the user knows how to use Jump, then you're doomed. You're literally doomed. You cannot win. Like, seriously. All of its moves can get jumped, except Hurricane next patch probably. But yeah, other than that, maybe give it some more health moves that actually hit the opponent. Okay. Then, last but not least, Aviados. Well, maybe not last. Aviados is good, but it's not as good as, say, Lundra. I don't have much to say for this one, because, like, it can destroy teams with Lightweight, but most people spam Fly, so nothing really happens most of the time. I would put Be Strong here, but I feel like he deserves it here. Why? I'll tell you why. If you put all your points into food and not much into normal, well, that's 45%, and if you hit a Cookie Beam, they get insta-killed. That's really good, especially with Fury, which just makes damage more, like, better with Body Slam, so you can get them down to that percentage more. That's good against Geo and Furrow and Rizaro or Zero sometimes, and basically any mon that either can't move or just can't dodge it, which a lot of mons can. Well, we'll get to that. Speaking of mons that can dodge it, Malkid. Some people, and I mean all the people who are below 2000, would probably say Malkid is the best mon, or one of the best. In later stages of the game, like 2500, you will see Geoceon, Glamzy, Exoru, fucking Razaro, and all of those just destroy it. And on the off chance you see something else, it's most likely a Yonsama, and then you're dead. Like, you can't do shit about that. But it is very good for its burrow, cause fucking paw, or headshot if you're a crazy guy. But other than that, it just needs more moves. Maybe a bit of extra HP. I don't really see that being necessary though. Okay, next. Probably the most balanced mon in the game, Moneko. Moneko is probably the most balanced mon. Kettle Ball is a good projectile, which can break arrows, shadow spikes, and such. But it's not broken. It only does 25 damage at max, and overall, it's pretty good attack. It has key regen, which is fine. And it has Cadogan, which, if it hits, basically insta-kills half of the game. Except maybe Geo, or Zero, B-Strong, and so on and so forth. But then people point at Paw and they're like, but it's broken. No, you can jump it, you can fly, you can dash, you can kill it. Like, actually, it's not broken. Oh, and some people just think it's garbage because they don't know how to play. Just join the Discord server. There's a whole fucking strategy pinned message of how to use this thing. It's good and it will obliterate you. So anyway, next up we have probably one of my favorite mons to play, Moscow. It's annoying to deal with. It's very annoying. But put a GOC on with Inferno in front of it and it's dead. It's just... Or a Rezaro. The one good, like actually good matchup it has is Glamzy. I'll get to Glamzy later. But other than that, Be Strong, Cryptor, any Mon with Fly, if you put enough into Leaf so you can Leech. Leech is very good. You just need to know when to use it and when to not. So then next up is what I would say is my favorite mon in the game, but it's not the best, sadly. Ryubi with Inferno is my favorite mon. It is aggressive as hell, I have a great color for it, and overall I just love Mirror because then you get a Taishan in front of you or a Yonsama, and they're doing a super high level, like, projectile with super high damage, and then you're like, no, take that back, you son of a bitch. It's great. But this meta is harsh on it. You see Glamzy, Geo, Furrow, War Zero, Rezaro, fucking Shao Sage, Lundra. Well, Lundra's depending on the player. Xoru. Like, it's anti-Ryubi. All these mons absolutely shit on Ryubi. But I'm still gonna play it because it's a fun mon. So yeah, Ryubi best mon, fight me. Next up, Taishan. Probably one of the most weird mons in the game. It can be very good in the hands of someone who knows how to use crits. Crit headshot with sharpen does like what, 108 damage? It's insanity. But like, that's the thing. If you find someone who's good enough to do all the crits, especially with normal attacks, I can tell you that's not easy to do. It's just not. Especially when there's a fucking freeze or something coming your way, or fireball. then like you panic, and it's like, well, shit, I can't do it now. But yeah, it's a fine mon. Just, I don't know. I think it's very well balanced. So now I come to a point where the questions begin. Mastodon. Do I put him here or here? To be honest, I think he belongs here, along with basically every other mon in this list. Except maybe Onsama. I'm not sure. So let's start with Mastodon. Very good defensive abilities. Earthquake one-shots most of the game. Freeze and Stoned are a crazy good combination. Overall, good mon. Furrow. It has Graze, it has Fury, it has Horn Attack. Stampede is very good. It's a great mon to just absolutely destroy people. I'm gonna skip you for now. Exoru. Great damage with Sharpen / Dash is great at avoiding. And Guillotine, it's underwhelming, but it has its uses. It does that little bit of extra damage and it costs 1 less than Slash, so I guess that's an upside. Or 0. I don't know why it's primal here. No, whatever. Keyball destroys these two, and it can destroy B-Strong if you put enough into Key. But the real problem is Nuke Punch. That does a lot of damage, it stuns, and because you have super key regen, he can basically get 2. And not to mention Final Rush. Final Rush is cancer. Lundra, great starter, it's great at stalling, it has a healing move, it has a stunning move, 2 stunning moves if you include Meteor Rain, and it deals pretty good damage. Plus it has Fly, so you're not hitting this thing with B-Strong or Monaco in most cases, an Echo. Then I'm gonna skip you too. Shao Sage. Popular set is Kick or Nuke Punch with Guard Stance and Meditate. Now what if I told you that's not the best set? Double Stance, as we call it, Kick or Nuke Punch if you're dumb, Guard Stance and Suicide Stance. Suicide Stance is probably the best move in the game. It doubles your attack and decreases your defenses by 2. Like, you get half as many defenses. It's 2 shots fucking Rezaro. A mon with 165 HP. Just gone. That's insanity. And if it gets Acro Kick with that, your mon is sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. Speaking about Shadow Realm, Yansama, I'm wondering if I should put very well balanced or very good and usable. It has good damage and good pressure with Lumina. Soul Switch is a bitch. Sacrifice makes Soul Switch so much fucking worse. And I mean, like, it's much more annoying to play against. And Dark Ritual makes Lumina from a nerf gun into an actual gun. So yeah, it's pretty good. But now to the 2 I skipped. I'll start with Geo. It has the best defensive ability in the game in Obsidian Armor. Stoned is used to counter its counters like Yansama and B-Strong, Trip Tower, and both flyers, well, 3 flyers, I guess. Although it doesn't work as good against Musco. But that doesn't really matter, because fucking Inferno exists. Remember when I said Ryubi is my favorite mon because of Inferno? Geoceon is my least favorite mon, or one of my least favorite, because of Inferno. Why? He sets up armor and spams Inferno and kills your entire team. Ryubi is a dodger and uses slap to get in so it can deal Inferno damage. There's a fucking difference. You cannot hurt Geoceon without like Yon Sama or Rizaro or Trip Tower. And Malkid won't work, except if you use Paw, because it has Inferno. That's Malkid's #1 counter. Well, except Lumina, of course. And even double stance. Like, that's the one time Meditate is better to beat Geo. Cause if you use Suicide Stance in a max Inferno, you're taking 30 damage. And that's a lot of damage. Then we have Rizaro. Now you see, I have left one mon here. Yes, Glamzy is the best mon. What a surprise to absolutely no one. It has the best support in the game, with double Mochi and switching into specifically Rizaro. Rizaro with full attribute points into normal. You start Glamzy, double Mochi to Rizaro. What happens is, you electrify with Rizaro, you get both of the seeds, you win the game. Because if you're going against anything which has 130 HP or less, you 3-shot it. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, that's just actual bullshit. That you can just freely do that. Glamzy, what you also can do is go into Lundra, spam freeze. Look, Rizaro, it's very good, especially at stopping Meditate, or just dealing a lot of damage with Slash or Gigavolt. But holy shit, it is annoying to go every match for an entire month just seeing this fucking devil of a fucking flower. Like, Flowey is more tame compared to this thing. Shout out if you get the Undertale reference. But, like, this thing is the reason why I sometimes wish I wasn't playing the game. And it's getting nerfed. And I have never been more happy that something got nerfed in my life. So yeah, that was my list. Hopefully you enjoyed it if you're even watching this, which, knowing me and knowing my dead channel, you probably aren't. But yeah, this is just my opinion. None of these are actually ranked in how strong I find them. Just the tiers. So don't be like, oh, he put Biyumi before Aviados, saying that Biyumi is better than these 3, or blah blah blah. No, I didn't. So, in conclusion, nerf Glamzy for the 4th time, because it's necessary. Well, that's it, and yeah, see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.